Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kadash, the Holy Spirit that gives us this wisdom and discernment to be able to navigate this wild world. All praises up to the Most High God, Yahweh the Father. And I just like to get into a quick little Wi-Fi study with some biblical references in it. All right. Wi-Fi radiation is harmful to our DNA. Radiation is frequency of energies that emanate from a source. Phones have bubbles of radiation around them. Towers have huge, absolutely huge bubbles of radiation. This is the magic of the days of old. Supernatural means of controlling natural order. Supernatural means of controlling natural order. Controlling by destroying people's minds, bodies, and souls. Not the spirit, but the connection of their body and their spirit. Job 36:12. Let's get into that real quick. Job 36:12. I'm reading out the King James. Job 36:12. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge. But the hypocrites in their heart heap up wrath. They cry not when he bindeth them. They die in youth, and their life is among the unclean. He delivereth the poor in his affliction, and open their ears in oppression. Even so would he have removed thee out of the strait into a broad place where there is no straightness, and that which should be set that which should be set on thy table should be full of fatness. Because he opened up your ears when you was afflicted. He opened up your ears when you were in the oppression. So then you can get out of that broad place and get into where that little straight path is, to that little narrow gate. But thou hast fulfilled the judgment of the wicked. Judgment and justice take hold on thee. Okay? Let that marinate and digest. Proverbs 10:21. Proverbs 10:21. Took me a little minute to mark out this book. It's all the chapter numbers are in Roman numerals, but it's easy to pick up on. In the 16:11. All right, and let's see. 10:21. I lead in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, and I will fill their treasures. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting to beginning, or ever the earth was. Wait. 10:21. IX. 10:21. Sorry, guys. Here we go. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow to it. So you running around, the lips of the righteous feed many, but the fools die for want of the wisdom. So there's righteous spirits running around with the wisdom. Fools are running around scrambling through all the philosophies and the wines to try to figure out what makes them comfortable without seeking the wisdom, and ignoring the lips of the righteous. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear that, right? All right. I'm just talking about the destruction that comes from this big web of communication that is the Wi-Fi radiation and the cell tower radiation. Okay, this is how we're being destroyed. This is how a land gets destroyed. Sodom, Gomorrah. We're gonna get into more of it. Okay, let's go. Hosea 4:6. Where we at? Hosea 4:6. For lo, they are gone because of destruction. Egypt shall gather them up, Memphis shall bury them. The pleasant places for their silver. Nettles shall possess them, thorns shall be in their tabernacles. The days of visitation are come, a day of recompense are come. Israel shall know it. The prophet is a fool. The spiritual man is the spiritual man is mad. For the multitude of thine iniquity and the great hatred. The watchman of Ephraim was with my God, but the prophet is a snare of a fowler in all his ways, and hatred in the house of his God. They have deeply corrupted themselves as in the days of Gibeah. Therefore, he will remember their iniquity. He will visit their sins. I found Israel like grapes in the wilderness. I saw your fathers as the first ripe in the fig tree at her first time. But they went into Baal Peor and separated themselves unto that shame. And their abominations were according as they loved. Okay? Everybody can be cool. You get raised up on a farm, and you just talk farming and all this, and taking care of the land, the husbandry of the land, the seasons, how to take care of a family, enjoy this world. But instead, we're born into a world with roads, buildings, city to city. You go to any other city, it's Target and Kohl's on the outskirts, and desolation or built up facades of, all of this industry and booming, technological, economic prosperity. A couple blocks away, a couple churches out, it's destruction. It's destruction, and it's because of this whole system. And this is like one of the last big nets to throw over our minds, and it's actually going to be interacting physically with our glands, with our organs, with the way we resonate, changing the natural frequencies that is supposed to just be resonating all around. You on Wi-Fi all day in some office, there's probably some kind of radiation going on in this truck. All right? Always got a phone on your hip. Somebody, neighbors got Wi-Fi going. Apartment complex, you got 50 neighbors with 50 Wi-Fi's going. All right. And, okay, Hosea 4:6. Did I already read that? Yeah. Okay. And this just tells us that God's people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Not suffering, not having a hard time getting by, not stubbing your toe in the morning, not, slipping on ice, embarrassing yourself. No. Destroyed for the lack of knowledge. At this point, I have no knowledge of what to do about all the radiation. Pray for protection. I fully have faith in Yahweh to answer my prayers and protect me from this mess and this crap. So I rested on prayers. Because what really are you going to do? Am I going to take my saws off, start hacking down the tower? No. Not good. It's galvanized. Alright, here we go. Destroyed for the lack of knowledge, not just suffer. At this point, I have no knowledge of radiation. Okay, from the smart meters, smart appliances, cell phones, Wi-Fi, 5G, even the LEDs. That's like a medium. All right. I mean, even the gas meter. And you can check out one of my other videos, about my gas meter. And I have a meter in my hand. I'm checking my gas meter. It's not hooked up to no kind of high power, not nothing, but it's shooting a beam of radiation across my basement, all right? Dangerous. Check it out. Kblaze BGE smart meters. All right, I'm going to try to get through this. Might run out of memory here. Little box on the condensing unit outside. Harmful levels of radiation continually. Oh, there's a bunch of new Wi-Fi antennas outside everybody's house, and that's what they're using now to monitor all of their lights and all of their meters and all of their smart shit. And it could be right outside your house. And it's a high power connection. So if you feel like you can't understand why your health is falling apart, you might want to look outside at your poles and see what kind of transmitters they got out there. All right? And when you sleep, it's the time that your body's repairing itself and making melatonin, and you need to get that sleep. And you can't get it if you're just bombarded by all these Wi-Fi fields. Okay? All right? Birth rates at a super all-time low. Heard a statistic that was it's 61 births per 1,000 women. There's high-power Wi-Fi in all the schools. Powerful Wi-Fi. All right? The wicked tenants of this plane have figured out how to fry you where you stand, but the Most High put the Spirit on them to gain this knowledge so that they can destroy themselves in an hour. All right? So real quick on the wicked tenants. Job 9:24. The wicked tenants of the earth. Job 9:24. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Now my days are swifter than a post. They flee away. They see no good. They are passed away as swift ships, as the eagle that has his prey. Okay? We're the prey of the eagle right now. All right? Luke 20:9. Oh man, I didn't mark that one. I was already in Luke. Oh, that's the parable of the vineyard. Okay? Beware the scribes. All right? And God put the Spirit on everybody to destroy themselves if they will so choose to go into that folly. So it's just the days of old all over again. Days of Noah all over again. All right, we're going to hit up Amos 9:1. Amos 9:1. So Amos 9:1. The certainty of the desolation, the restoring of the tabernacle of David. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar. He said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them. And I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, I will bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search them out. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. And though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence I will command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set my eyes upon them for evil, and not for good. And the Lord God of hosts is he that touches the land, and it shall melt, and all that dwelleth therein shall mourn, and it shall rise up wholly like a flood, and shall be drowned as by the flood of Egypt. Sounds like a flood of lava. Okay? Matthew 26:52. Matthew 26:52. Then said Yahushai unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with it. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? You have all the bullets in the world. You can have all of the Wi-Fi and technological laser guided bombs in the world. Let me read this again. Matthew 26:52. Then said Yahushai unto him, put up again thy sword into its place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Thinkest thou that I cannot pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? All right. So they're not only just going to destroy themselves, but they're going to destroy themselves in 1 hour. All right, let's get this. Where we at? Revelation 18 and 10. Revelation 18 and 10. Standing afar off for the scare of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise no more. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linens and purple and silk and scarlet, and all thine wood, and all manner of vessels of Uri, and all manner of vessels from most precious wood, and from brass and iron to marble. Talking about it all right? I lament. The only thing that can destroy all of the wicked tenants' infrastructure is Yahweh Shai and this whole last judgment that's coming, okay? They're deep underground. Though they dig into hell, remember? Deep underground. Coming back with destruction, a lot of talk about ICBM nukes, intercontinental ballistic missiles, can hold up to 15 warheads that can destroy areas big as Texas or France. There is nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. Same thing all over again. Just again and again, okay? The biggest, nastiest bomb or weapon is still a fart in the wind compared to the almighty power of Yahweh. Okay? Peace and blessings. Trying to get this quick lesson in. Try to stir up a little bit of activity in people's minds so we can all start, aligning our spines and getting right. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.